Shannon Joy, and maybe introduce yourself and tell everyone where to find you.
Sure. My name is Shannon Joy. I'm the host of the Shannon Joy Show, which is a talk radio show on News Radio AM 1180 from 9 to 10 p.m. every evening. You can find me on Twitter and on Facebook. My handle is at Shannon Joy Radio. And you can access all of my podcasts on my website, theshannonjoy.com.
Yes, a lot of people have been playing some of your podcasts and showing some of your posts and stuff.
Awesome.
So they're up on the whole wars that's going on.
Yeah.
You've had some very good guests on there. How this is a sham,
Yeah.
and that stuff. Are they going to stop the masking in the schools?
Well, that depends on what individuals do. So, no, tyrants don't stop being tyrants until we the people stop them. The nature of power is to grow like a cancer, and they never give up power voluntarily. So as long as people comply with masking, they will try to mask us. What is necessary is mass civil disobedience and refusal to comply with masking mandates. Never, ever, ever again can we ever allow them to put masks over our nose or mouth ever again.
Exactly.
And in New York
It's doing
State,
them harm.
In New York State, I never wore masks. I never wore masks.
I haven't worn one
I went
yet.
outside, I went to the mall, I went to Target, Walmart, Wegmans, CVS, the gas station, and was never, ever, ever forced to put a mask on. People don't realize that they don't have to wear them.
The sun kills the germ. Fresh air, vitamin D, that kind of stuff. Will we be able to stop the fear pimping because they're going to do the new Delta?
That depends on individuals. If people stop believing their lies and stop listening to them, then we're done. I mean, this really is about a mass movement of individuals, a mass awakening of people waking up and realizing that this is all a sham. It is all a scam. COVID-19 is real, but it is not nearly as deadly as they portrayed it to be. Yet they cannot bring themselves to give up their power. And the money prospect of mass vaccination is just way too enticing to them for them to give up easily. We are going to have to refuse to comply. That is the way that you stop this, and refuse to believe their lies.
Are you like me? You believe that this was part of the Great Reset? Was kind of planned to
I know
use?
that they talk about the Great Reset very blatantly. Klaus Schwab wrote an entire book on it. And so clearly they make plans. Are they able to implement that plan? I don't know. But I do know that rich, powerful people do meet together and make plans to become more rich and more powerful. That's the nature of the world. That shouldn't be surprising to anyone. So I don't go into it too deeply on my program. I focus more on organization, activation, how to build groups, and how to fight back at a local level. That's really what my passion is.
I was going to get to that later.
Yeah. I mean, I just operate under the assumption that they want to take our liberties. They will always want to take our liberties. They will never care about the little guy. And unless we stand up for ourselves, no one will stand up for us.
Did you ever have any points where you were thinking of giving in to them and do the whole quarantine or anything?
Yes. Sometimes it seems easier in the short term to give in because you don't have to deal with the ramifications and the pushback and the social pressure. But no, I've held pretty strong and consistent here in New York State and have violated basically every executive order that Andrew Cuomo ever
So, someone's asking about your podcast again.
Yes. So you can find my radio show at theshannonjoy.com. You can donate to the show or donate to our legal fund on that site. And you can also access all of my podcasts commercial free on demand. There are hundreds of them there. And you can get them. They're uploaded every morning. The show from the night before is uploaded every morning.
Okay, is this suit only New York State?
We are filing this with the intention of bringing it federally and potentially bringing it to the Supreme Court.
Oh, okay. So people out of state could be part of it?
Well, no, it's my lawsuit. It is a civil rights lawsuit.
So you could do the same thing.
Well, yeah, we'll see where this goes. But yes, I mean, everyone's been violated by contact tracers and quarantine. Your due process rights have been violated. If you've been contact traced or questioned or placed in quarantine, they have violated your Fourth Amendment right, your Fifth Amendment right, and your 14th Amendment right. And so, yes, people should rally together, pool their money, share their resources, hire attorneys, and hit these governments with lawsuits over and over and over.
Did you see the communications that this guy in England got a hold of? All right, I have to inform you on this one. Kamala Harris is part of this communication. And in England, they're planning 100% lockdown permanently on July 15th. And they're going to use the Delta virus to do this.
That's right.
And they're talking about on August, this date, they're doing this and this, they're doing that.
They always try. The government will always try to lock us down again. They want us in permanent lockdown. The question is, will we comply? And they're going to have a big problem in London. Because last I saw, London turned out 100,000 people in protest of these lockdowns. In Australia, they are locking down their citizens again, and they are violating the orders. They are going out in droves. People are refusing to be locked away in their homes any longer. That is how you stop this. It's not a politician. It's not an organization. It's frankly not even all of these lawsuits. It really comes down to people refusing to comply. Mass civil disobedience and mass peaceful noncompliance.
I'm disappointed in some of these cops that are enforcing this stuff.
Well, that's why we're suing the Fairfield Police Department. We're sending contact
that's
tracers
good.
to my home. And I am pro-police. I love the police. I always support the police.
Me too.
But they cannot allow their officers to violate their oath to the Constitution by enforcing unjust and unconstitutional health mandates, period. And these police officers and police departments and sheriffs need to get that very quickly.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in that. There's got to be someone in their departments to start standing up. There's only a few around
Well,
the
that's why
country.
we're suing them, so that they don't do that again.
I agree. Part of the thing too was they already have written what the press is supposed to say in this communications. They're already telling them the fear pimping. They're supposed to say that some 80 million worldwide is going to die from this.
Well, no one believes them anymore. They have breached our trust. I think we are approaching a tipping point and an awakening where enough individuals across the world do not trust this government. They do not trust their government. They don't trust the news media anymore, and that's a beautiful thing. That's where we need to get.
Guess who was in on the communications?
Spread the word.
Guess who's in on the communications with them?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And,
Facebook,
okay, of course.
Twitter, YouTube, Google. We're all part of this.
The Trusted News Initiative, TNI, is an actual initiative that brought together Google, Facebook, Twitter, Reuters, AP, BBC, and some of the largest media outlets in the world, and they all coordinated to suppress any what they call disinformation regarding COVID-19 and lockdown. So it's not just a pie in the sky. We think they're coordinating. We know they're coordinating. It's TNI. It's called the Trusted News Initiative. You can look it up.
I should look more up on. I've heard of it, but I don't know all the details. That was even a while back. They started on that, right?
That was in 2019.
Yeah.
2019, they started that Trusted News Initiative.
So they were planned for 2020.
It's global, worldwide, coordinated propaganda.
Yeah. Do you know what C10 is in Canada? C10. I've had a congresswoman on my channel like 6 times, and she's fighting this. C10 is a bill that they've almost got through the Senate. Not quite. It's very close to going through. Putting a lot of pressure on it, and that is for the government to control all social media. What is said on social media, all internet.
Well, we'll find somewhere else to go. So I should probably go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thanks again.
And Jerry, thank you so much for everything that you do, and thank you to all of your listeners. Okay.
All right. Again, you can find her at shannonjoy.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much.